From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Welcome to Deep Dive. It is May 6th, and today we are looking back at a moment that completely changed the landscape of global travel. I am talking about the Hindenburg, arguably the most famous disaster in aviation history, with footage that still feels like a horror movie even today.
You are right, Vanessa. When the Hindenburg caught fire while docking in New Jersey back in 1937, it was more than just a tragedy for the 36 people who lost their lives. It was the exact moment the public decided that hydrogen-filled airships were no longer a viable future for transportation.
The footage is what really resonates. It was one of the first major disasters caught on film, with that iconic play-by-play commentary. Before this, these airships were seen as the height of luxury, like cruise ships in the sky. But in less than a minute, that entire industry literally went up in smoke.
It forced a massive pivot in engineering credentials and safety protocols. From that point on, the world leaned heavily into fixed-wing aircraft and safer fuel sources. It is a classic case study in how one high-profile failure can redefine the skill sets needed in an entire sector practically overnight.
While we're talking about shifts in how we think, we have to look at today's birthdays. Starting with the man who invented the concept of the deep dive into the human mind. Sigmund Freud was born on this day in 1856. Noah, I know you follow education trends, and Freud is basically the foundation of the psychology curriculum.
He definitely is. Whether you agree with his theories or not, Freud changed the workforce by making us consider the mental health and subconscious motivations of employees and leaders. He gave us a language for behavior that we still use in every HR department and training program today.
Next up is a true main character of cinema. Orson Welles was born in 1915. He was the ultimate disruptor. He did the War of the Worlds radio broadcast that actually convinced people aliens were landing, and then he went and made Citizen Kane, which is still at the top of the list for most film buffs.
Welles is a great example of creative adaptability. He was a writer, director, and actor who refused to stay in one lane. He understood that storytelling was a skill that could be applied across different mediums, which is a very modern way of looking at a career, Vanessa.
And we cannot forget George Clooney, born in 1961. Talk about career longevity. He went from the lore of Facts of Life to being the face of ER, and then becoming a massive movie star and director. He is like the master level of staying relevant in Hollywood.
Clooney is a master of the career pivot. He moved from being a talented actor to a respected producer and advocate. In the modern labor market, we call that stackable skills. He did not just rely on one talent, he built a portfolio of expertise over decades.
Before we get out of here, we have to look at an engineering feat that happened on this day in 1994. The Channel Tunnel officially opened. It is that 50-kilometer-long rail tunnel that connects the UK and France right under the sea.
The tunnel was a massive deal for the future of work in Europe. It physically linked two major economies, allowing for a level of labor mobility and trade that was previously impossible. It took thousands of workers and years of specialized engineering to pull off, but it effectively turned the English Channel from a barrier into a bridge.
It is crazy to think that on one day in history, we are looking at the end of airship travel, and on another, we are opening a tunnel under the ocean. History is just one long sequence of us trying to find faster ways to get to each other.
It really is a testament to human ingenuity and our refusal to stay put. Whether it's through psychology, cinema, or giant tunnels, we are always looking for ways to connect and understand our world better.
That is our time for today. I am Vanessa Calderon. Thanks for hanging out with us on this narrative journey.
And I am Noah Feldman. For more, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.